Hi guys, it's Brian here. Just at this platform of today, just good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It will depend on the time that you're gonna be watching this amazing video, and I'm gonna be welcoming you to this amazing village where there's some of developments which they have just been done right now. And if you haven't been subscribed, please subscribe and reach me to 1,000 subscribers. At this moment, the road has just been plowed out to be clean as usual as it is. But you know, here in East Africa, Kenya, when time reaches for the politicians to make at least for the work to people so that they can just vote to them, they have to do like this, the way they have just done it right now. As you're gonna be able to see this kind of a road, it has just been plowed out so that it's gonna be looking as good as it can. In front there, you're gonna see the bridge which is passing through. They have just put the moram, and aside we have something that we call sugarcane around here. You have seen. I'm just at a place being called Lusaka Road, and this goes to the parts of Mayanja, goes to Kimilili, and the entire of the places where it is. Guys, you see, something that has just made for them to put a moram around to this road, it's because this place is too clay soil. You see, when it rains, it brings a problem. They have to put here at least some concrete in order for them to at least pass very well, parking their vehicles and other things. You see, here is a boy just riding up a bicycle and other many things, guys. Let me show you. Around the road, we have something that they have just planted managu around here, which keeps people back at home eating some greens and other many things. You see, this is a managu around here. Oh my god, this is a small kitchen garden which has just been made here. And on the other side, we also have, on the other side of the road, we have some trees which they have just been planted here alongside the way. It means in between the land which is in the upper side of the sugars and the other land which is according which they have just been planted some maize, and then they have just harvested them. On the other side, we have also the sugarcane down here. Now it seems that from these trees going downwards this way is another land, is the land of another person, and on the upper side is also the land of another person. You see, there were some motorbike that are just passing smoothly. Now coming to real story, polygamous, it's really here in East Africa, Kenya, and at times when someone is just doing polygamy, it seems that someone has already been decided to do the polygamy. That's why you see most of the families, they're not continuing as well as they can. And that's why at times when people they are just struggling to feed their families, it's because they did not decide a good thing at their future. Now people they have just decided to have polygamy families in order to have more children, and yet they have no land, they have nothing to eat, and the rest of the things. See guys, someone planting some of the arrowroots, and yet it's not nearer the water. The water even is not near. It has done some ridges around here. Now every water that comes, it goes to the riverbank down here. You see, and that is a bridge which the river is just passing through. Let's see. This is a certain riverbank which always people come here to bathe. People come here also to do such things. Like the guy all over there has just washed the uniform and other many things. It seems when cows they are just coming to drink water, this place is too muddy. You see, it has just been made some of the muds and other things which are not curious unto our safety. When this water when it rains, when water is flowing down the river, it takes the soil erosion from here going with this down the river, guys. At most, when this river was just meant, it has just been meant like a boundary of the other people's gardens. Now you can't be capable of just forcing each and every day, each and every day this and this has just happened here and there. These people, when they are just trying to do something that we call plowing around here, when water comes, when rains comes, it times for rains, they can't be capable of just harvesting anything because it seems to be like a swampy, clay soil. When water it's just retains on it, it does not goes down like the sand, soil, and other things, guys. Let's see. Look at this maize. Some of the maize they have done well, some of the maize they have not done well. At times, we have to appreciate everything the way it is, guys. You see? At this area, polygamy is free, guys. Polygamy is free. And we can't be capable of just saying this and this has just happened. And we have to accept what goes around. What comes around always goes around. Guys, please subscribe onto my channel. Take me to 1,000 subscribers, and I will also appreciate at all. Leave us with comments, please share, like, and comment. Let's see what goes around. At times, when things are just being happening in this life, we have to accept because it's by God's nature. Like these people, like they were just struggling each and every day, but it has just reached. They know that in 2027 they're gonna be asking for another vote for people, and people gonna be asking them, "What have you done for us for 5 years?" You see, this place was too mad. At times when it rains, these people also get some problems like traveling to the other place. It brings some curious, but they have just put the moram on top of it. And when they are just trying to even to walk, to drive their own motorbikes, and they are also as happy as they can. You see, water is just passing through this place. Now, if they could not have been put this moram, the water could have been coming onto the road, and it makes some places to be mud. And also, you're gonna be able to see, guys, this is a clay soil around here. These people, they still have a long way to go, but it depends with the person whom they have just chosen to be as a leader. Look, and in front of me I have someone whom I'm just walking with, and here is the only way that we are going. Look at the area, guys. Today, being on Sunday, people are just coming from church to pray unto God, and they also believe that everything happens through God's presence. These people, they could have just been making this road to be at least abroad, but when you see the road, it's too narrow going towards like this down here. They are just trying to make a sharp corner, and yet there are people whom they have already been learned. They could have been extended this road so that when even a vehicle is just coming from up, another one coming from down, they're gonna be passing each other very well. But seems they have to add the work to their own. We have to accept, guys. And this, when the garden is too short and the polygamy is just being carried on around this place, you know, the family will not continue as well as good as the way it seems to be. Sometimes you're gonna be capable of just finding some children just suffering here and there. Another thing, people now they have just nowadays taken, I don't know if it's just advantage or disadvantage to some people. They have just decided to marry each other like a boy to boy, minus marrying a girl. And nowadays, you know, the ratio of the girls is too high rather than the ratio of the boys. And I don't know what is wrong with some of the people around here in Africa. Like yesterday back at my home, when you just go and look at the video of it's Gintu, imagine someone cutting a small baby, want to kidnap her, and then it end up with a boy having some pampers onto his body and other things, which includes such negative things. How will your parents be thinking about you? Oh, that I have just been sent some money with a little bit a person, and then gonna be making me to do such nonsense things. Oh my living God. But still, we are in a certain village where we are just walking. The maize, they have just been really dried up. You know, when I was just running in primary school, I had some of my parents, both of my parents, you know, they were taking me back to school. And they had some dreams that one day, one time, I'm gonna be helping them with such food and to my home. I'm gonna be helping them when they will be old. And that's why I'm just trying to work hard in order for me to access them. On the other side here, these are some of the groundnuts. These are some of the maize which they have really been dried up and they have already been removed them. They are almost to make them to be a flour. And here are the maize, they're just trying to dry up on this side. These are maize which they have just been put there. They're just trying to be dried up. We have a goat here. And this is a kind of a toilet which people they have around here and other many things. I'm planning to buy a certain garden which, oh my God, in a kanisa. Those are some of the cows eating the things that the maize cocks they have already been removed and other many things. We are just in a certain village, very, very far from where we are just living from. And I believe one day, one time, I'm gonna be making it to happen from the situation where I am. Look, guys. How can you be in a polygamy family and yet you're just right, left, center, looking for the road that you're gonna be passing to enrich where you have just come from. Guys, look where we have just come from and where we are just trying to head to. Oh my living God. But remember at all to subscribe, to hit the like button, and also to share. Also remember to take me to 1,000 subscribers, and we will always appreciate it. People around here, guys, they have already been planted some beans. You see? People are not joking. Some other places, people are not joking, guys. Let's see. People plowing using some hands, their own hands. They can't be capable of just plowing with cows. Yeah. Here we are. But let's look at this place, the way we are just heading to. This avocado tree, and this is the house. One house, guy. You know, at times you find someone has just been married somewhere, and then his or her husband has just left the family and just escaped from his family and gone to another place because no food. He is just supposed to provide, but he cannot be capable of just providing. These are some of the maize stalks. It's a grandpa. You see? These are certain coffee which is just being found around this area where we're just heading to. And on the other side here, guys, you're gonna be able to see what happens around. I'm at a very, very far place, guys. At a place known as Kimkunyi. These are some of the families which we are just passing through. This is the kind of some houses which we are just living in old years ago, but still now people are just remembering them because they are not hot inside, but and also they bring some coldness in the house. And then even if you drink water, it's too cold. Here we are, still proceeding, guys. We are not going this way, but we are just still rotating this way. Oh my living God. Yeah, this is all about African people, wherever they are. Look, guys, some trees, maize. You know, everyone now is just struggling on how he or she is just going to remove some maize stock in the garden. People are just in school. When they come back at home, they are being sent here and there. Now someone is just calculating his own things, but they are not going on. Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna be capable of just telling me about this situation where we are. Let me see in the comment section, guys. Enjoy the video until the end. guys, even nowadays, people, they are not removing the sand as some previous days, because when sun has just been overhead of us like this, and even also crescent moon is almost to become out right in the sky. Even water has just been disappeared. Even in the rivers, you find only the lowest water in the river. Like when the sand is not there, and the demand is always goes up, because you're gonna be only found only one guy, the one whom is just removing the sand in the river. And when the sand is just being removed in the river, everyone admires when he sells the sand. Like here, the guy has just decided to put here the sand because none above gonna be removing this sand. And this water has just gone to the lowest point where none above gonna be capable of just even fetching to wash some clothes and other things. We have to accept what goes around. And this is everything, guys. Like when you are just struggling with this life here in Africa, most of the people, they have not been dug wells and back to their homes. Oh, that's the dancing mode according to this place. I can't be capable of just standing because there's some of the music which are just being carried on. And this is the way where we are just heading to, guys. Habari. Here we are, guys. If everyone could have just been dug a well back to his home, gonna be fetching for the cows for just water to drink. And when you look at this stone of God's creature here, it's a very tall stone. There's some words which they have just been written here. Here, gonna be able to see what they have just written here. Bright Star FC, Bright Star FC. Here we are, guys. And we have to accept everything the way it is. Oh my living God. Look, the place where we are just heading to, back to our respective homes. Guys, be with us in the part of my journey, and always I do appreciate your presence for the returning subscribers, and I'm welcoming all the views that gonna be coming on to me each and every day. I know each and every day we have gonna get new views, and I do appreciate. Have the same spirit, and also remember to help me wherever you can, so that I'm gonna be making it to happen each and every day. Lakini hatohete kama hari karaha nye. Someone left the family and went away. What can I say? Oh my God. Rochana mengo koravare gasi baka chuma viri. Harto hete parto amahi. One day, one time, guys, they're gonna be visiting some people and they're gonna be giving us the full history to their family, how they have just managed to be in that family, and other many things, guys. I have to take this as serious. It's not a compliment or a joke. I have to work one on one and look how these families they are just surviving, and they're gonna be also getting to run more and more. They have just put in the bricks inside this house. Within some few minutes, guys, we're gonna be at the place where we are just leaving to, and this is what we are just enhancing to have right now. What? Oh my god. Hata baba napenda vitu mahindi. Guys, being on Sunday, but still people are just in the garden, just trying to remove some maize and also trying to make it happen, guys. We have to accept with the situation which is just right there and some of the main things. But oh my god, look, guys. I'm in a very hurry to reach where I'm just going, guys. It was just a little bit far, but you have to accept, guys. How do you feel about this journey, guys, that we are still going to? We are just experiencing climate change and other many things. Oh my living God. Look, even the roadway is just dry, guys. You can't be capable even to accept what is just going on. Oh my living God. The grandma is just looking after the cows. But you have to accept the way things goes. Look. Habari ma. Look. Most of the people here, they have not been removed some maize in the garden. They're waiting for them to dry well so that they can be capable of just removing them in the garden and prepare for the next season. Let's see. Ihana toringe totomedeka sarasini. Kweli. Ai video na ninge wanse hara. Deka ine nyoriche. Ne wanse kama deka ine bana tawansa kutia. Totome kama deka hadi 26. Ni gwe kotake kana? Arikini nkubidere, bwana nkaka yende. Watake Amerika hayore enge. Please guys, subscribe onto my channel. Just like, share and comment. I do appreciate for returning subscribers. Take me to 1,000 subscribers, and we always appreciate. Let us meet in the next video. Please give a like and hit the button. Let's meet in the next video, guys.